Dear Starseed from Gaia, I am Ayla, emissary of the Arcturian light, and I come to you today not with a simple message, but with an urgent energetic transmission. Take a deep breath. Feel the frequency of my words, bypassing your logical mind and speaking directly to your ancient, tired, beautiful soul. You have been exhausted, haven't you? I am looking right at your energy right now, and I see the invisible scars you carry around your heart. I see the nights you spent staring at the ceiling, wondering why love, something that feels so natural and abundant in your spiritual memory, feels so incredibly hard, so heavy, and so painful on this planet. I see how many times you have asked the universe, is there something wrong with me? Am I broken? Am I simply meant to walk this earth alone? Hear me now, and let this truth wash over your entire being. You are not broken, you are not unlovable, and you are certainly not destined to be alone. The reason you have suffered so deeply in love is not because you lack anything. It is because you are a starseed female. You carry a frequency of light, a depth of emotion, and a spiritual intensity that is fundamentally terrifying to an unawakened earthly man. You didn't find this transmission by accident. The Arcturian guides have led you here today because you are on the verge of giving up on love, and we cannot allow you to close your heart. Your timeline is shifting, and you need to understand exactly who is coming for you. Most of the men you have encountered in your life operate on a 3D survival matrix. They are conditioned by society to seek surface-level connections, to play power games, to hide their emotions, and to run away the moment a woman demands authentic, soul-bearing vulnerability. And then, there is you. You do not know how to love purely on the surface. When a starseed female loves, she loves with the force of a collapsing star. You love with your whole soul. You see past a man's masks. You see his potential. You see his inner child. And you see the divine spark within him, even when he cannot see it himself. But what happens when you pour that cosmic, infinite ocean of love into a vessel that is too small, too fragile, and too closed off to receive it? The vessel breaks, and the man runs. How many times have you been told that you are too much, too intense, too sensitive, too demanding, too deep? How many times have you tried to shrink your magnificent, radiant light just to fit into a tiny, comfortable box so a man wouldn't feel intimidated by you? You dimmed your own galaxy just so he wouldn't be blinded by your stars. The Arcturian Council wants you to know that every time a man walked away from you, every time a relationship crumbled despite your desperate efforts to heal it, it was not a punishment. It was divine protection. The universe had to remove those men from your life because they were simply not energetically equipped to stand beside a sovereign, awakened starseed woman. They would have drained your life force. They would have kept you distracted from your mission on Gaia. They were lessons, yes. They were karmic clearing, yes. But they were never your destination. There is only one type of man who is strong enough to be with a starseed female. He is not a regular man. He carries a specific, rare energetic blueprint. And right now, as you listen to my voice, his soul is also searching for you. He is tired of the superficial women he meets. He is craving a woman with ancient eyes, a woman who understands the silent language of the universe, a woman like you. But you must understand his energetic signature, or you will miss him when he arrives. You must stop looking for him in the old patterns that hurt you. The man destined for a starseed woman does not want to control you. He does not want to compete with your spiritual power. He is a divine masculine anchor. When you meet him, it will not feel like the chaotic, anxiety-inducing trauma bonds of your past. It will not feel like butterflies born of fear and uncertainty. It will feel like arriving home after a million years of wandering through the cold vacuum of space. Your logical mind might try to self-sabotage when he appears. Because you are so used to fighting for love, so used to having to explain yourself, that an easy, flowing, profound connection will feel unfamiliar to your nervous system. That is why this transmission is so urgent. You are being called to clear the lingering doubts from your energetic field right now. If you can feel the truth of my words vibrating in your chest, if your soul is screaming yes right now, I want you to anchor this frequency into the physical realm. Like this video to tell the universe, I am done shrinking. I am ready for my divine counterpart. Comment 777 down below to activate the magnetic pull between you and the only man strong enough to hold your heart. This is not just a video on your screen. This is a cosmic intervention. To prepare your energy for him, you need to understand the 3 specific traits that this man possesses. If a man does not have these 3 traits, he is not your divine counterpart, and you must walk away to protect your energy. The Starseed female cannot afford to waste another year of her life nurturing a man who is not meant for her timeline. Are you ready to know exactly what he looks like on a soul level? Are you ready to understand the deep, undeniable signs that he is the one the universe has sculpted specifically for your frequency? Welcome back to the deeper waters of this transmission, dear sister. If you are still here, anchored to my voice, it means your soul has recognized the frequency of truth. Your energetic field is already beginning to shift. You are preparing to meet the only man strong enough to hold the vast, infinite universe that exists within your heart. But we must address a critical blockage first. You see, when a starseed female spends years, perhaps decades, interacting with unawakened earthly men, she accumulates heavy energetic debris. You have built necessary fortresses around your heart to survive. You have been conditioned by 3D relationship templates to expect disappointment, to believe that love is a battlefield, a transaction, or a compromise of your own radiant light. If you carry this defensive armor when your divine counterpart arrives, you will unknowingly repel him. Your soul will recognize him, but your nervous system, programmed by past trauma, will perceive his pure, unconditional love as a threat. This is why the high beings of the Galactic Federation of Light have directed me to offer you a profound tool for immediate clearing. Before we decode the traits of your true counterpart, you must prepare your vessel. That is why I have made available the Heart Activation, a rare treasure of stellar wisdom capable of transforming your spiritual journey. This isn't just a book. It is a profound, energetic clearing, a sacred manual designed exclusively for the starseed female who is ready to shed the pain of the past and step into her sovereign power. This edition is available only for a limited time, because the cosmic window for this specific timeline shift is closing. The link is in the first pinned comment below. If your heart feels a sudden, magnetic pull as you hear these words, that is your intuition screaming to be heard. Do not delay your healing. Secure your copy, activate your heart, and align with the love that is your cosmic birthright. Now let us return to the sacred knowledge of your divine masculine counterpart. What does he look like on a soul level? How will you know him when the universe finally places him in your path? You must look for 3 distinct energetic signatures. If he does not carry these, he is not your destined partner. The first defining trait of the only man strong enough for a starseed woman is his unshakable grounding. We call this the anchor of safe harbor. Think about your past relationships. How often did you feel like you were the one holding everything together? You were the emotional anchor, the spiritual guide, the therapist, the healer. You carried the weight of the connection because the men you were with were unanchored, lost in their egos, and spiritually adrift. They fed off your radiant energy like parasites, leaving you depleted, exhausted, and desperately lonely, even when they were sleeping right next to you. The divine masculine designed for you does not need you to save him. He does not need you to fix his foundational wounds. He has done his own shadow work. When you meet him, you will feel an immediate, profound sense of safety that you have never experienced before in this incarnation. His energy is like an ancient, immovable mountain. While your starseed energy is expansive, swirling, reaching out into the cosmos and exploring other dimensions, His energy is rooted deep into the core of Gaia. He provides the secure, stable foundation that allows you to safely fly. For the first time in your life, you will not have to tone down your intensity. You can be the wild, untamed cosmic storm that you are, and he will simply stand there, unbothered, smiling, holding your hand, whispering, "I've got you." He is not intimidated by your emotional depth. He thrives in it. The second trait you must look for is the egoless guardian. An unawakened man is ruled by his fragile ego. When faced with a powerful, intuitive, deeply connected starseed woman, a regular man's ego feels instantly threatened. He will try to diminish you. He will gaslight you. He will tell you that your intuition is just anxiety, that your spiritual beliefs are crazy, and that your deep emotions are too dramatic. He does this because your light exposes his hidden shadows, and he lacks the courage to face them. Your divine counterpart does not compete with you. He reveres you. He understands that your spiritual gifts are not a threat to his masculinity, but a profound blessing to his existence. He acts as the guardian of your light. He will never mock your rituals, your visions, or your deep connection to the stars. Instead, he will protect your peace fiercely. He will create a sanctuary for you in this chaotic world. When you speak your truth, he doesn't listen just to respond or argue. He listens to understand. He knows that when you shine, the whole world benefits, and his greatest joy is watching you step fully into your sovereign power. The third trait is the silent comprehension, the telepathic resonance. You are so tired of having to explain yourself, aren't you? You are exhausted from trying to translate your multidimensional feelings into clumsy human words for men who still don't understand the depth of your soul. With your true counterpart, words become secondary. He speaks the ancient language of your spirit. You will notice this very early in the connection. You will look at him across a crowded room, and without speaking a single syllable, an entire conversation will pass between you. He will know when you are energetically drained before you even realize it yourself. He will know exactly when to pull you close and when to give you space. It is a telepathic bond forged in the fires of past lifetimes. This is not a fairy tale, dear sister. This is quantum entanglement. This is cosmic biology. You share a frequency. When you find a man with these three traits, the unshakable grounding, the egoless guardian, and the silent comprehension, you will know that the universe has delivered on its promise. But remember, this love requires a vessel that is completely open and ready to receive it. Are you beginning to see how your past was just a rigorous training ground? How every tear you cried was simply clearing the debris so you could recognize this pure, untainted love when it finally arrives? We are halfway through our transmission. The energy is intensifying, and in the next phase, I must reveal the exact moment this connection usually happens, and why the universe is pushing you towards total surrender right now. The timeline is accelerating. Can you feel it? Let me know in the comments if you are feeling this activation. Welcome back into the sacred space of this transmission, beautiful Starseed. If you are still here with me, breathing in this frequency, it is because your higher self is orchestrating this healing. We have cleared the debris. We have identified the energetic signature of the only man capable of holding your cosmic light. But now, we must address the deepest, most painful question that echoes in the quiet chambers of your heart. I hear you asking it in the dark. Ayla, if he is real, if this divine counterpart exists, why hasn't he found me yet? Why have I had to endure so much loneliness? Why did the universe let me break so many times if this perfect love was always my destiny? Take a deep breath. Release the heavy sigh you have been holding in your chest. I want you to listen to me very carefully, because what I am about to tell you will shatter the illusion of your pain and reveal the absolute perfection of your journey. He could not have come to you a moment sooner, and you could not have received him a moment before now. You must understand the profound, almost brutal perfection of divine timing. In the 3D matrix of Earth, you have been taught to view time as a straight line. You have been programmed by society to believe in arbitrary deadlines, that you must be married by a certain age, that you lose your value as you get older, that your window for profound fairy tale love closes once you reach a certain chapter of your life. This is the greatest lie the Matrix ever told you. Your soul does not age. Your cosmic blueprint does not expire. You are a starseed. Your magnetism is not tied to your physical vessel's timeline. It is tied to the frequency of your spiritual awakening. If your divine counterpart had walked into your life 5 or 10 years ago, you would not have recognized him. I know your ego wants to argue with this, but feel the truth of it. 10 years ago, you were still addicted to the chaotic highs and lows of trauma bonds. You were still confusing anxiety for butterflies. You were still trying to heal broken men, believing that your immense capacity to sacrifice yourself was the definition of love. If the universe had presented you with a grounded, peaceful, unconditionally loving man back then, your wounded nervous system would have rejected him. You would have found him boring. You would have self-sabotaged the connection because your energetic field was not yet calibrated to sustain peace. You had to experience the contrast. You had to go through those painful, soul-crushing karmic relationships to learn exactly what love is not. Every man who walked away, every man who manipulated you, every man who made you feel like you were too much, was a necessary chisel, sculpting your boundaries, forcing you to remember your own worth. And while you were going through the fire, do you know what he was doing? He was in the fire too. Your divine counterpart is not sitting perfectly enlightened on a mountaintop. He had to walk his own painful earthly path. He had to be broken by women who could not understand his depth. He had to learn how to master his ego, how to ground his energy, and how to become the unshakable guardian you need him to be. The universe kept you apart because you were both still in the oven. You were both still becoming. So when does he arrive? What is the exact moment this timeline converges? I am going to reveal a secret of the universe that the Arcturian guides want you to embed into your subconscious right now. He arrives in the exact moment of your absolute surrender. He will not come while you are desperately searching for him on dating apps, swiping through endless faces of unawakened men, feeling your soul die a little bit with every meaningless conversation. He will not come while you are obsessively checking your phone, begging the universe to send someone to fix your loneliness. Desperation is a repellent frequency. When you are desperately searching, you are broadcasting a signal to the universe that says, "I lack," and the universe can only mirror back to you what you are emitting. Your divine counterpart will step into your physical reality the moment you truly, authentically let go. The moment you look around at your beautiful, sovereign life and say, "I am whole, I am full. I no longer need a man to validate my existence. If I walk this earth alone, I will walk it as a queen. I will pour my infinite love into myself, into my mission, into Gaia." It is often called the tower moment of love. It is the moment you completely give up on the 3D fairy tale and embrace your 5D sovereignty. When you stop chasing, you become the magnet. When you release the anxious grip on when and how he will arrive, your energetic field expands. You stop vibrating in the frequency of fear and lack, and you begin to vibrate at the frequency of pure, unadulterated, divine love. And because you and your counterpart share the exact same soul signature, the moment you hit that frequency, his soul hears the call across dimensions. It acts as a homing beacon. Suddenly, synchronicities will flood your life. You will start seeing repeating numbers, 1111, 222, 777, everywhere. You will feel an inexplicable sense of peace, a quiet joy bubbling up for no logical reason. You will feel a phantom presence, a warmth beside you, long before his physical body actually appears in your reality. This is the phase of the energetic merge. He is approaching. I need you to drop the anxiety of time today, right now. As you listen to this transmission, Visualize pulling all your scattered energy back into your own body. Take your power back from the men of your past. Take your power back from the societal clock. You are an eternal being of light. Your grandest, most magnificent love story is not behind you. It is standing right at the threshold of your present moment, waiting for you to unlock the door with the key of surrender. Comment "I surrender" below to physically declare to the universe that you are releasing the timeline. By typing those words, you are unblocking the path for his arrival. You are telling your guides, "I trust the cosmic orchestration." We are approaching the final phase of this transmission, the most crucial part, because recognizing him and manifesting him is only half the journey. When he finally stands before you, your 3D programming will fight for its life. You will be tempted to run. You will be tempted to self-sabotage the very miracle you have prayed for. Your energetic field is now primed. We have cleared the debris, we have identified his soul signature, and we have anchored the frequency of absolute surrender. But the Arcturian Council brings forth one final, critical warning, because recognizing him is only the beginning. The true test of your spiritual mastery comes in the moment he actually arrives. I must prepare you for the shock of profound peace. When your divine counterpart finally steps into your physical reality, your 3D programming will fight for its life. You see, your nervous system has been wired by trauma. It has been conditioned to associate love with anxiety, with chasing, with dramatic highs and devastating lows. To your wounded inner child, chaos feels familiar, and therefore, chaos feels safe. When this man, this grounded, egoless, unshakable guardian, offers you pure, unconditional, quiet love, your earthly body will initially perceive it as a threat. You will feel an urge to run. You will suddenly find yourself picking fights over trivial things, desperately trying to recreate the familiar chaos of your past relationships. Your mind will whisper toxic lies. He's too good to be true. He is going to leave eventually, so I should leave first. This is boring. Where are the sparks? Where is the panic? Hear me now, and let these words be a shield around your heart when that moment comes. Do not sabotage your own miracle. Do not confuse a regulated nervous system with a lack of passion. The love of a divine counterpart does not burn your house down. It builds a hearth to keep you warm for eternity. When the panic sets in, when your ego tries to convince you to push him away, I need you to do exactly this. Stop. Breathe. Look directly into his eyes, those ancient eyes that recognized you across lifetimes, and speak your fear. Do not hide it. The unawakened man would run from your fear, but remember, he is not the unawakened man. He is your anchor. Tell him, my past is telling me to run right now. My trauma is telling me this isn't real. And watch as he simply holds space for you. Watch as he doesn't take it personally. Watch as his grounded energy softly dismantles your walls, brick by brick, until there is nothing left but light. You must allow yourself to be loved. For so long, you have been the giver. You have been the healer, the mother, the therapist, the savior to men who could never offer you the same. You have tied your worth to how much you can endure for others. The hardest spiritual lesson for a starseed female is learning how to sit still and simply receive. Let him carry the bags. Let him make the decisions when you are tired. Let him protect you. Letting a divine masculine man protect you does not diminish your sovereignty. It enhances it. It frees up your immense cosmic energy so you can focus on your true mission on Gaia, instead of constantly fighting just to survive your own relationship. The union between a starseed female and her divine masculine counterpart is not just a romantic fairy tale. It is a cosmic event. When the two of you merge your energies in the physical realm, you create a pillar of light that literally alters the frequency of the earth. Your love becomes a beacon, dismantling the old 3D matrix of transactional relationships and setting a new template for the generations to come. The dark forces of this world know the power of your union. That is exactly why you were put through so many trials. That is why they tried to keep you broken, exhausted, and isolated. Because a starseed woman who is loved correctly, who is protected, and who has fully stepped into her power alongside her divine counterpart, is utterly unstoppable. You have survived the fire, dear sister. The preparation is over. The harvest is here. Hold your head high. Keep your heart fiercely open. Trust the silent language of your soul, and know that the universe has not forgotten you. The Galactic Federation stands with you, observing your magnificent journey with profound reverence. He is coming. Or perhaps, if you look closely, he is already here. Before you scroll away, before you leave this sacred space, take one final moment to anchor this transmission into your reality. Drop one intention in the comments below. What are you releasing today to make room for his arrival? Write it down. Speak it into existence. Then, read the comment of the sister above yours and send her a wave of love and encouragement. This isn't just content. This is collective starseed healing. Love multiplies when awakened hearts connect. If this transmission resonated in the deepest chambers of your soul, do not keep it to yourself. Share this video. Someone in your soul tribe is crying right now, believing she is meant to be alone forever, and she is waiting for this exact activation. Be the vessel that delivers it to her. And if you felt that undeniable soul nudge, subscribe to this channel and like this video. Stay in the flow of divine love guidance. We are building an army of light, a sanctuary for the awakened heart. You are not just watching a video, you are healing your timeline. This is your sacred space, Ayla's frequency, and your cosmic home. And we are just getting started. Transmission complete.